What is going on, and welcome back to our MLB The Show franchise mode series where we play as the Cincinnati Reds throughout the 2026 calendar year. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Have those notifications on so you don't miss a single episode for any upcoming episodes in our series. I do want to apologize for this late post of this episode. We are just finding ourselves always behind to begin a week. And we are trying to make up and come back with a lot of games, including today, as we begin a 3-game series against the Tampa Bay Rays. We did sweep the Minnesota Twins over the weekend, and we took 2 out of 3 at home against the San Francisco Giants. We will begin a 3-game series that will include 2 night games, 1 day game, before we have a day off on Thursday, followed by coming back home for a 3-game series against the Detroit Tigers over the weekend. Just got the MLB The Show update, and they do have our new City Connect uniforms, which I'm excited to be presenting this coming up Saturday against the Detroit Tigers. Take a look at our first game coming up here just momentarily. We'll see Brady Singer going up against our former Reds pitcher, Nick Martinez. Next game, Game 2, will be Nick Lodolo going up against Ryan Pepiot. In Game 3, which will be a day game, getaway game, Chase Burns will go up against Shane McClanahan. Let's take a look at the standings right now for the Cincinnati Reds in the National League Central. The Reds come in with a 17-5 record. They have a 2.5 game lead over the Chicago Cubs, who are 14-7 and in second place. Milwaukee is 12-9. Pittsburgh is 8-4. St. Louis is 6-5. The Reds currently have the best record over the last 10 games as they are 8-2. For the Tampa Bay Rays, let's get over there. Here. They find themselves in third place of the American League East. The White Sox currently have a 1.5 game lead over the Yankees, 16-5 compared to 15-7. The Orioles have a 9-13 record and 4-17 record for the Blue Jays in last place. Take a look at what's going on with their pitching rotation. Shoot over to the Tampa Bay side. They also, they have Drew Rasmus, Nick Martinez, Ryan Pepiot, Shane McClanahan, and Ian Seymour. Steven Matz is in the bullpen. Joe Boyle is in also as well. We'll look out for the closer, Griffin Jacks, Garrett Clevenger as well for a setup relief here in this series. Lineup-wise, what do their position players look like here? A lot of former Reds players we will see. Jake Fraley, specifically Gavin Lux as well, going to be in the lineup throughout this series. Kind of looking about who's hot right now. Yandy Diaz at batting 307. Also going to look at Gavin Lux, who's batting 355. Look out for Junior Caminero and Jonathan Arenda as well. Look maybe for Jake Fraley to make certain things around as well. Their bench looks at with Carson Williams, Hunter Producia. Nothing too major. It's the Rays back at Tropicana Field, which I'm going to enjoy. Just trying to capture right now another series win and keeping our undefeated streak on the road. I think it's very, very impressive. We have lost only 1 series thus far in this season, trying to avoid that again. And we have yet to get swept. So let's take a look at what the Rays have also done in the meantime. They're coming off of a series loss against Pittsburgh, where they lost Saturday and Sunday. And then they also lost a series against the White Sox. But they picked up the series against the Yankees the weekend prior. They got swept by the Cubs. So they've been back and forth a little bit. But it's looking to be a good series. I want to thank everyone again for tuning in. Apologize again for being behind. We're hoping to push content and getting back on track coming up here beginning for this weekend series. But if not, like I said, please like, share, subscribe. Also, weigh in your comments. How is this series going? Are you guys enjoying it or not? And if so, how can we make it better for you? Please let me know down in the comments. But that is all the time I have for you. Without further ado, let's get underway with the gameplay, and we'll be back with our next series. Take care.
From inside Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Tampa Bay Rays.
Míralo, siéntelo, que este party se encendió. Míralo, siéntelo y ya. Turn it up, drop it down, do it any way you like. Todavía no entiendes, papi. Te lo explico otra vez, todo el mundo menea los pies. Esto no es ajedrez, ni tampoco parche. Jala la morena, ven, no importa que andes a pie. Esto es pa' beber y pasarla muy bien. Y ya, solo hay perreo. Tonight we turn it up, pa' pasarla rico. Wild, baby, loosen up, pa' soltar un poquito. Tonight we turn it up.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the mound for Tampa Bay in this one, Nick Martinez.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
TJ Friedl, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Strike 2. And foul ball. In the air to left center. He's got it. And there's one away. Here's the lineup for the Reds. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, TJ Friedl.
Yeah, he's been swinging it really well over the last few weeks, man. An OPS over 900 last month. He's put the team on his back, just carrying these guys. Definitely the guy you want up there right now, especially when you need a big swing of the bat.
So up next, Matt McLain, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Martinez, a guy that really fills up the strike zone, rarely walks people. The downside is the home run ball more likely in play. Fastball for a strike.
Well, pitchers like this usually work down in the zone a lot, but these days, with all the uppercut swings most hitters are taking to elevate the ball, pitchers almost have to be effective up in the zone with hard stuff. So maybe that's one area he can improve in his game to try to combat that long ball.
Just underway from Tropicana Field. As a hitter, does knowing that this guy's going to be in the zone, does that make you more aggressive?
Kind of, but you still have to stay on that backside. You've got to make sure you get pitch recognition and let your hands work.
In the air, right field. Fraley under it. And there's 2 away. Did you ever really need a cue to be more aggressive?
No, I never did, especially when it comes to messing with you.
Wow. In now for the Reds, Elly De La Cruz. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. 2 down, nobody on. There's a strike. And that one hammered. Way back there. And it is gone. He nails one out to right. His second of the year. And the Reds jump out in front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Cutter inside can be a bat breaker. You have to catch it out front to get the barrel to it. Does a really good job recognizing it early, getting the bat head to it, and hitting it out of the ballpark.
So 2 down. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Nope, ball one.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Out towards right center field. Fraley under it. And that is that. Reds get one back on this solo dinger. It's now 1-0. You're watching Tampa Bay Rays baseball on the show, Florida. Back now at the chop for the bottom of the first. And on the mound today, Brady Singer. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
Digging in, Yandy Diaz. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Pulls that one foul. Oh, 0-2 now.
That's a buck.
This one in the air, center field. Friedl settles underneath it, takes it in for the out. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the 1 run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
Jonathan Arenda, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Nice grab. Over to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Batting third, second baseman, Gavin Lux.
2 down, base is empty. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Gavin Lux.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
That one's in there. That is strike 2. gets a piece and stays alive. Got him swinging. Nothing doing for Tampa. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here in Tampa Bay. In now for the Reds, Nathaniel Lowe. Slice the other way and foul. The 0-1. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
The 1-1. And there's the ball. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone, so they've still got both their challenges. 1-2 now.
Ball 2.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Fraley gets under it. And there's one away.
Batting 6th, left fielder Spencer Steer.
Now it's going to be Spencer Steer. On a line, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
So digging in, Tyler Stephenson. The 0-1, and that drops in for a strike. That just misses. Ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Man at first, 1 away. Rolled over to third. Palacios. Lux for 1. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Down to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Reds 1, the Rays nothing. This is Rays baseball on the show, Florida. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins. Just missed.
That's off the plate.
Fastball for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. Foul ball there. Swing and a ground ball, and that one handled On to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, catcher, Nick Fortes.
And now the catcher for the Rays, Nick Fortes. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. That one's in there, and that's strike one. Fought off foul. He goes down looking. Fortes thought that one missed, and here comes the challenge.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. Now it's the right fielder, Jake Fraley.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on.
No, that's a ball.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. He's there. He's got it. That is the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Benson getting the start in right in the 8th spot in today's lineup. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately. He's scored 9 times in the last 10 games. The 1-2. Up the middle. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And a good start to the inning.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter.
Now at the plate, Noelvi Marte.
Hey!
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Struck him out looking.
Well, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. TJ Friedl getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Strike! Woo!
Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Up next for
No problem
Cincinnati.
beating out the infield
Second
hit right there.
Matt
Good hustle
McLain.
getting down the line.
First and second, one out. Matt McLain, the next to hit for the Reds. Runners at first and second with one gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. This one in the air, center field. Mullins should have this one. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Up next for Cincinnati, shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
Elly De La Cruz now at the plate. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back.
And that's a base hit.
Big RBI for him right there. Cutter on the inside edge of the plate. That's a tough pitch to handle, but he seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely.
First and second, 2 outs. Eugenio Suarez, the next to hit for the Reds.
Oh.
Friedl over at second. De La Cruz at first. 2 out of the inning. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and it's 2-zip. Back here at Tropicana Field, and stepping in for the Rays, Taylor Walls. That one misses.
That's a ball.
Ball 1.
Hup.
Swing and a pop-up. De La Cruz has a beat on it, and there's 1 down.
Batting 8th, third baseman, Reuben Palacios.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Reuben Palacios.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Strike 1.
And the 0-1. Swings through that.
No, that's a ball.
Ground ball right side. Handles, throws to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Left fielder, Jonny DeLuca.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Jonny DeLuca. Clips the corner, 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. 9 straight retired here to start the game. You're watching Tampa Bay Rays baseball on the show, Florida. Gotta make a move, make a play. We don't fall off, levitate. Bossed up, feeling like I can't lose. I've been running up the plate through the new inning getting started. And now for the Reds, Nathaniel Lowe. There's a strike. First signs of bullpen movement here in the early going. Ryan Baker warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Baker also getting ready. There's the strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw won't get there in time, and he reaches safely. So a man aboard, Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. Here's your 1. Right through there for a strike. Lowe aboard here at first with nobody out. High fly ball right field. Fraley moving under this one. 1 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, catcher Tyler Stephenson.
And now Kevin Cash out of the dugout and ready to make a move to the bullpen. Nick Martinez will depart, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. Now on the mound for the Rays, Ryan Baker.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Stepping in, Tyler Stephenson. He's 0 for 1. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
And takes low for ball 1.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
The 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here's a 1-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That misses. Ball 3. Stays alive.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone-cold take.
First and second, one out. Will Benson digs in now.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two, get out of this.
Two on, one out. Line and a base hit into right. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
All over that one right there. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
And next is the designated hitter, Noelvi Marte. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one a little bit high, and that's ball one.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield. Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. And he asks for time now. Chance to take a breath with the bases loaded. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The Reds trying to break this one open. Top half of inning number 4. That one is absolutely belted. Can't reach it. Should score at least 2. One runs in. A second scores as well. In to score from first. It's 5-0. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
One out. Runner at second. TJ Friedl, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 2. Man at second. Splits the plate. Strike one. He's one of the best players in baseball when it comes to scoring runs, Singy. His numbers are good enough to put him in the top 10. That clips the corner. The 1-2. Liner caught at second.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Brian Baker gives way, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Joe Boyle. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Now it's the second baseman, Matt McLain. His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Siggy. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That's a strike. That's a base hit. Marte on his horse around third. Safe. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Up next for Cincinnati, shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
So a man at first. Next for Cincinnati, Elly De La Cruz. He's already homered here in this one.
Whoa.
And the 1-0. That one in triple digits. He scored more runs than anyone else in his team so far this year, Chris. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. Breaking ball, and that got him.
I got him. Thank you, mate.
Up next for Cincinnati, third base.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Eugenio Suarez, the next to hit for the Reds. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boo. Light tower power?
that's right.
Strike. Whoa.
Two on, 2 outs. Way high with that one. And 1-1.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Now there's a bullet down the line. Fair ball. McLain coming home. 1 run across, headed for the plate. The relay throw. And he's
Out on
out.
the tag.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around with 5 score. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Reds 7, the Rays nothing. This is Rays baseball on the Show, Florida. Back now in Tampa Bay, bottom of the 4th.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
In the air, left field. 1 down.
Up
And
next
here's a
for
look
the
at how
Rays,
he's using his pitches in this
first
one.
baseman, Jonathan Arenda.
Jonathan Arenda, the next to hit. Grounded out his first time up. Out to short, De La Cruz. In plenty of time to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Up next for the Rays, second baseman,
2 down, bases empty. Here's the second baseman, Gavin Lux. Struck out swinging his first time.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
No.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And a foul ball. The Rays still looking for their first hit in this one. Short hop liner, handled it short. Over to Lowe. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Tropicana Field, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
And it's fouled away.
Well, these Reds doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
Foul ball. In the air, right field. Fraley settles underneath it. And a quick out, number 1.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
So up next, Spencer Steer. Right through there for a strike. The Reds up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Got him. 2 away.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
And now Tyler Stephenson. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Two down, nobody on. That clips the corner. On the ground, right side. To first, and that's the 3rd out. Reds down in order, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Party been started, we all just need to finish. If I buy a chain, I'm doing it by myself. And I'ma get a pennant that say I'm independent. I'm a big man. You couldn't kick it with me even with a kickstand. Oh, you got big ideas? Well, I got a big plan. And I only take it up with the big man. This evolution will be.
Well, these Rays, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt. But it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point. And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
In the air, left side. Steer under this one. One up, one down.
Up next for the Rays, catcher
Nick Fortes next to him for the Rays. Struck out looking his first time. And that misses. And it's 1-0. The Rays with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count. As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
There's a sinker at the knees for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Reaching down, makes the catch. So 5 perfect innings in the books. You're watching Tampa Bay Rays baseball on The Show, Florida. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. So digging in, Will Benson.
Right fielder, Will Benson.
Up and in, ball 1. Just off the inside edge. That misses the zone. 3 balls, no strikes.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Here's a 3-0. Line drive and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Now, Noelvi Marte. There's the strike. And a foul ball.
Nope, that's away.
The 1-2.
That's the ball.
Benson gets his lead at first with nobody out. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's a 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, TJ Friedl. 1 for 3. He's in the top 10 for most stolen bases in baseball right now, Singy. You can't ignore him when he gets on base.
Ball 2.
Here's a 2-0. That one to first. To second, pulls him off the bag.
He's
the throw
in there.
is late, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Now the number 2 hitter, Matt McLain.
Ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 1 out. And another ball. .3-0 down. Fastball for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
That's in there, and it's a full count. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Mullins in pursuit. Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an 8-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Runners at second and third and 1 out. Elly De La Cruz will hit next. He's already homered in this game. Here comes the 0-1. Base hit, 1 run in already. Another comes in to score. It's 10-0.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Joe Boyle is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching
And the Rays, they go to the bullpen. Mason Engler.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Runner on at first with one gone. Eugenio Suarez now at the plate. That one missed. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Mullins settles under this one. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Cincinnati, first baseman Nathaniel Lowe.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. And now the 0-1. That's out to center field. And that is that. 7-8-9, 2 up in the home half of the inning. Reds lead this one 10-0. This is Rays baseball on the show, Florida. Back here in Tampa Bay and stepping in for the Rays, Taylor Walls. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays. Grounded out his first time. The Rays hitless so far in the game. That one the other way, and that blooper falls in, and there goes the perfect game. Takes the turn. He's digging for second, and he'll reach second with one away. So man aboard. Next to hit, Jonny DeLuca. High in the air, out to right. Benson on the move to the alley and makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Up next for the Rays, designated hitter.
So the Rays batting order turns over. Next is the designated hitter, Yandy Diaz. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
On the ground to first. That's a base hit as a run scores.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
2 outs, runner at first. Jonathan Arenda getting ready to hit.
Oh!
The 1-0. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Hard liner. And he jumps the wall in foul territory for an automatic double.
I think he's having some mixed emotions down there at second base, and I wouldn't blame him for being a little frustrated with the ball hopping over the wall. I mean, that at-bat was good enough to produce a run, but instead the automatic double halts the lead runner at third, and it's just sort of a bittersweet at-bat.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play. It's a 2-run single. It's 10-3. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit.
Strike! Woo!
Lux off of first with 2 away. There's a swing and a drive. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the bottom of the 6th. Battling here as he fouls it away. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Reds 10 and the Rays 3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Steven Matz.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer.
That's out the corner.
Just missed. That one finds the zone. Now 2-1. There's a strike. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. On the run, throw to first.
Boom.
It's there, and that's a great play.
Amazing range right there by the shortstop. He ends up on the other side of second base and then's able to complete the throw to first. That is tremendous range and clearly a great example of why he plays the shortstop position.
Here's the catcher, Tyler Stephenson.
Hey!
And the 0-1. Foul ball there. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. The Reds up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7.
Ball. Ball 2.
Curve in the dirt. Payoff pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Ground ball right side. He steps on the bag. He made the pitcher earn that out
Up next
after a
for
long at
Cincinnati,
bat.
Right fielder Will Benson.
2 outs, base is empty. Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. 3 for 3 with 3 singles.
As a left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it and get an idea because you know it's going to come into play later in the at-bat.
That's in there. That's strike 2.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
Good job to fight that one off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nobody left for Cincinnati, but they still lead by 7. It's 10-3.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sam Mole. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Here's the catcher, Nick Fortes, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's in for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Right fielder.
And now the right fielder, Jake Fraley. The Rays with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. Out towards right center field. Friedl gets under it. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. 2 away now.
For the Rays, the shortstop.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Taylor Walls, a switch hitter batting right.
Strike. Woo!
On the ground, McLain. 3rd out. Down in order go the Rays. Not what they were looking for. It's 10-3.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Cole Sulser. Now it's the DH, Noelvi Marte.
Noelvi Marte.
No, that's a ball.
Pitch misses there. Ball 2.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
The 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Friedl, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
Ground ball to the right side. Lux slings to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next for Cincinnati, second baseman Matt McLain.
2 down, base is empty. In now for the Reds, Matt McLain. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Garrett Clevenger warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Two down, nobody on. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Mullins on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Reds 10 and the Rays 3. You're watching Tampa Bay Rays baseball on the show, Florida.
Now pitching for
Back
Cincinnati.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Connor Phillips.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Richie Palacios getting ready to hit.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Swings and misses at the sweeper. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 0-2. On the ground to third. Suarez throw to first in time. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Left fielder, Jonny
So up next, Jonny DeLuca. Inside,
that's a ball.
just missed. The 1-0. That one fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. And a ball and 2 strikes. Got him looking. Now 2 away.
Up next for the Rays, designated hitter, Yandy.
Back to the top of the order. And next is the designated hitter, Yandy Diaz.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
The 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Up the middle, De La Cruz. Now the throw to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. It's the Reds 10 and the Rays 3. All set to start the 9th in this one. In now for the Reds, Elly De La Cruz. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
No.
That's a strike.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
And that one hit to first. Takes it himself. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Up next for Cincinnati, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez.
Hey!
The 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. To first.
No, he's in there.
Him off the bag.
Up next for Cincinnati, first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
One down. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. DeLuca turns to the right on the move. Out number 2.
Up next for Cincinnati, left fielder, Spencer Steer.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Cole Sulser won't go any further tonight. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching.
New arm out of the bullpen, Garrett Clevenger. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Now here is Spencer Steer. And that's in for a strike. Suarez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Grounds one to short. To second, Lux. And that is that. It's the Reds 10 and the Rays 3. Back now in Tampa Bay, bottom 9. Jonathan Arenda digs in now.
Yes!
Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. And the 1-0.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Ripped to third and picked on a hop. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Up next for the Rays, second baseman, Gavin.
Here's Gavin Lux to hit.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
And first offering is fouled off. Here's a high chopper. De La Cruz slings to first in time.
Up next for the Rays, center fielder, Cedric.
So they're down to their final out. Cedric Mullins next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9.
Ball inside.
Phillips, 24 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. The wind to kick the 2-0. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Fly ball down the line. Steer on the run towards the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. One strike away. Hit to the left side, and this is going to do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Reds make it 6 straight victories.
But with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
Final score here today, 10-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
In my apple juice, I got no